All right, we're super excited to dive into using the liquid pricing calculator. So you've created a new account and you go in and you're going to enter in all of your monthly expenses for the business. So we entered in our rent. If you give yourself a paycheck, go ahead and enter payroll. If you don't, skip that. You're going to then enter in your utilities, your insurance. One thing that I absolutely love is you can add any expenses that you don't see. So right now we're doing our fixed expenses for the business. That means the expenses that do not change every single month. And you want to make sure you are setting aside something for taxes. So you can put in whatever you want. We're going to go ahead and do 20%. So now we've entered in our monthly fixed expenses for the business. Now we're going to enter in our variable expenses. So those are expenses that each month change due to several factors, usage, things like that. So our marketing, our back bar, our software, office supplies, and again, you can add whatever. So we're going to go ahead and add our two favorite things, which are retail, because we love and know that that is a way to actually produce income and guest experience. You can type those in, put in whatever number you think, and then you'll hit add expenses. You'll go to the next button, and then you're going to enter in all of your fixed and variable expenses for your home. Now, you are only going to enter this in if you do not give yourself a set paycheck every single month. If you are drawing money out when you need it, if you just have one account, then you will do this. If you have a draw or you give yourself a paycheck every single week, every 2 weeks, then you don't have to do this. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to enter in your fixed and variable expenses for your home. So we are on the fixed one. We just enter in our rent, our car note, our cable. We also are going to enter in, you can add, we added the cleaning lady. You're going to put the amount that you use for that. And then once you do that, you're going to go ahead and scroll down and enter into your variable expenses. Remember, variable expenses are the things that change every single month. So your groceries, entertainment, your kids. What I love to do is I set a certain amount aside every single week. I have my kids bi-weekly, so that was $200. And then any other expenses that I had. Now, you can't forget your self-care. So we went ahead and added our self-care, which for me is a haircut every week, my nails, and a pedicure. So you can enter in that amount. That's about $300. After you finish that, you're going to go ahead and hit the next button. Now, if we have not had a conversation about your dream number, I tell you all about it inside of Liquid, your AI business assistant. But just to get down to the short nitty gritty of it, if you could have everything you wanted over the next 12 months, what would that be and what would it cost you for the year? So we're going to remodel our kitchen because it is absolutely time for an upgrade. That's going to cost us about $6,000. We go on a family vacation with my partner and my kids. That's about $5,000 if you're paying off any debt. And then last but least, you know your girl is someone who definitely has to do a girls trip. So that is always on the list. So we're going to go ahead and put the girls trip. You can add any expenses, any debt, anything that you want. You can add that there. And what do you think it'll cost you for the next 12 months? You're going to hit the next button. And, oh, it looks like we are actually going to talk about new staff. This is a great way to plan out things for your year. We want to add a new staff. We know it takes about 3 months to get them trained and everything. So we want to put that salary in here as well. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to enter your monthly income. How much money do you bring home on average over 30 days? We said about $7,500. And then what's your dream income? How much do you want to be making? I want to be making about $2,500. And then how many days per month do you work behind the chair? These are revenue producing days, not your office hours, but your revenue producing days. We do 22, and then we work on average about 8 hours. Then you're going to hit calculate. And Liquid is going to do all the math for you instantly. We're going to tell you how much you need to make per year to hit your dream income and pay your taxes. We're going to break it down to per month, per minute, per hour, per week and per month. You're going to see your break-even number and your dream goals. Then you're going to be able to go over to your AI assistant and you can ask it anything you want. And remember, this July, we're talking about how do we make an extra $1,000? And it doesn't have to be a dream. It can be your reality, and Liquid is here to help. And the best part about it is 100% free for you to try. So if you are wanting to make this your best year yet, go over to salonassistant.getliquid.ai and get started. This is your opportunity to slay.